How much money should you have at each age? In this video, we are exploring how well you're doing compared to your peers, and of course, how you can get ahead of the pack. If you follow along, we'll help you set up a 10-year strategy plan so that you can retire fast. Thank you to Digit for sponsoring this video. Let's get started. So first, let's go over how net worth is calculated. Net worth is simply a function of your assets, so things that you own, such as a car, house, miscellaneous items of value, your savings, minus your liabilities. So these are things that you owe money on, such as a car loan, a mortgage, or credit card debt. A common misconception is that your annual income directly dictates your net worth. While it may play a factor in the assets that you can acquire, person A with a $100,000 annual income may have a lower net worth than person B making $50,000 a year if person A's asset to liability ratio is lower than that of person B's. So going back to person A, let's say that this person makes $100,000 per year, they went to grad school, they own a $500,000 home, $80,000 car, and they have $10,000 of other assets and $15,000 in savings. If you add all these up, we have total assets of $605,000. Now we need to subtract a few things, right? So they have $50,000 in student debt, a $450,000 mortgage, a $65,000 car loan, and finally $3,000 in credit card debt, meaning our total liabilities adds up to $563,000. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that $605,000 total assets, subtract the $568,000 in total liabilities, and that gives us our net worth of $37,000. Now let's take a look at person B. Let's say they make $50,000 per year, they own a $150,000 home, they have an $8,000 used car that's paid off in cash, they have $10,000 in other assets and $5,000 in savings. If we add these together, we have total assets of $163,000. Note that this person does not have student loans, they have a $120,000 mortgage, no car payment, and no credit card debt. Adding all these together, we have total liabilities of $120,000. Now we'll take that $163,000 minus that $120,000 in liabilities, and we get a net worth of $43,000. So very interesting because person B makes less money, but they have a higher net worth. And now that we understand how net worth is calculated, let's take a look at what the US averages are. So if you're between the ages of 18 and 35, according to the Federal Reserve, the average household net worth of someone under 35 in the US is around $76,900. If you're not close to this number and you're closing in on 35, don't be discouraged because these statistics are simply meant to benchmark where you stand versus the rest of the country and sort of give us an idea of how we can plan to increase your income to reach your personal net worth goal. Given the uneven wealth distribution in the US, this number is skewed by the highest earners who vastly out-earn their peers in the rest of this age bracket. So the median net worth for someone under the age of 35 is actually around $13,900. And while this may seem on the lower end, keep in mind that net worth is a function of assets minus liabilities. Someone at this young age is probably early on in their earning career and they may have lots of student loan debt, which could bring down their net worth. This age bucket is meant to set up the rest of your life. So trading in your time for passive income in the future is a great way to ensure that your net worth grows exponentially. And based on that, I think something that's really great to do is starting side hustles that could turn into high earning businesses a few years down the road. We also have investing in stocks and crypto and real estate, all assets that historically tend to appreciate over time. But yeah, entrepreneurship, you guys, is a great tool to leverage because it allows your net worth to scale much quicker than simply relying on one source of income to acquire assets. That's why I'm so passionate about the things I share on this channel. Really, it's to give you guys the knowledge as well as the inspiration to start side hustles, pursue entrepreneurship, and lead financially successful lives. So if you guys do want to check out my how to start a side hustle video, I will link that below. If you are into personal finance and investing, then you know that in order to grow your finances, you need to create goals in investing and retirement while maintaining your bills and savings. That's why I'm glad to partner up with Digit, a personal finance app that helps you reach your money goals effortlessly. With Digit, you don't have to spend time worrying about emergency savings, spending habits, late payments, or overdraft fees because their intelligent budgeting system is built to make money management easy. What's awesome is Digit sets aside your money for bills, goals, and investments with every deposit, meaning you can always know how much of your budget is safe to spend. Digit has also partnered with MetaBank to build a bank account called Direct, so you can save with money that's insured by the federal government. The cool thing about the app is that it will save for investing alongside all of your bills and savings goals, so you don't have to do the mental math trying to figure out how much you should invest based on your other financial needs. With that being said, you guys can use the link in the description to sign up for Digit today. I highly encourage you guys to check it out. And now back to the video. Now from ages 35 to 44, the average net worth of someone in the US is around $436,200, with the median being around $91,300. The tail end of this bracket is generally around the time you begin to enter your prime earning years of your career given your experience. So yeah, at this age, you may have purchased a home, meaning that your mortgage payment now builds equity in the home as opposed to paying rent. This is also the time when a lot of investments that were made in your 20s and 30s start to really snowball due to compound interest. One thing to keep in mind, especially at this age, is lifestyle creep or lifestyle inflation. In your prime earning years, it's really easy to get lost in upgrading every aspect of your life because you're now making more money than ever before. As I mentioned before, net worth is a function of assets minus liabilities, and getting more liabilities such as depreciating cars and credit card debt is a way to cap your earning potential because you can't place that money into assets. So that's why I really encourage you guys, don't try to live lavishly if you can. Rather, invest that money into these assets that grow over time. All right, so now let's talk about the ages of 45 to 54. So at this age bracket, the average net worth of someone in the US is around $833,200, with the median being around $168,600. By now, you've probably entered your prime earning years and should be earning more than you ever have been before, especially if you've been in the workforce for 25 or more years. So this is the time when people start to become empty nesters and planning for retirement becomes a topic of discussion. Net worth is really important because it allows you to have a number for retirement that you can plan on. And then from the ages of 55 to 64, this is when the average net worth of someone in the US is around $1.175 million, with the median being lower at around $213,000. At this age, you may have retired already or you are approaching it relatively soon. And by this time, ideally, you do have a passive income stream that can support your lifestyle for your golden years. So why does all this matter, right? Understanding net worth is important because it allows us to have a number for this lifestyle that we want to live. Having this number also refers to your personal net worth value that you want to achieve so that you can comfortably deduct your lifestyle expenses from it. Now, you guys may have heard this before, but a generally safe deduction rate is around 3 to 4% of your net worth annually. So let's say that your net worth is $1 million. This means that you can safely deduct $30,000 to $40,000 annually without impacting your net worth because it's offset by the annual appreciation of your assets to pay for your lifestyle expenses. So I encourage you guys to try out this exercise. It's basically where you take your annual expenses right now and then you divide it by 4%, so 0.04. This is going to lead us to determine our net worth goal number. Once you have a rough idea of what your number is, you can plan on how you can set up other income streams to reach that number. Now, one thing I will say is that most people have some type of number when they start to think about retirement, but if you hold off until your late 50s to begin that conversation, it might be too late. The beauty of compound interest is that it makes time your biggest asset, and investing early allows your money to make money on top of itself for a long time. Let's take a look at this table, which could show what a target net worth by age could look like for someone that wants to, live lavishly. Using the 4% rule, a $2.18 million net worth at age 60 could passively support $87,000 in discretionary lifestyle expenses. Basically, we're taking 2.18 million, multiplying it by 0.04, and that leaves us $87,000. Keep in mind that this is before touching any of your active income sources. Now, say you think $87,000 per year is the lifestyle you want to retire on. That's about $7,000 per month of spending, and let's say your current net worth is $100,000 and you want to retire in 10 years. This means you have 10 years to grow your net worth by $2.08 million. Not accounting for taxes, this means saving just over $200,000 per year. And you guys, that's super hard unless your income is very high. So here are 3 things you need to do. First is you want to make more money by hustling hard. Second is you want to keep more money, and this involves tax strategy, real estate depreciation, living a frugal lifestyle. And third is you want to invest that money that you kept. Of course, you can always lower your goals, but I think you guys are high achievers and I know you want to live super comfortable lives. Or pro tip, you guys can just move to somewhere with a lower cost of living, such as Southeast Asia, and you'll literally live like a king. So I encourage you to set big goals and then figure out how you're going to afford those goals through entrepreneurship and personal finance knowledge. Seriously, info is so important because it lets you see more money making opportunities and know how to keep more of your money as well. I really view knowledge as the fuel that runs your engine, your action taking as the actual driver, and your environment as the car. They all work together to make you speed towards that net worth finish line without breaking down. Now, I know these targets may seem a little bit out of reach for a lot of people, but they're really meant to serve as goals for people to understand the bigger picture of how your net worth affects your lifestyle. You guys will do just fine if you invest correctly because compound interest and inflation are on your side if you own assets. The takeaway here is to stay disciplined with your savings and investing routine, and also to allow for time to make money for you. But yeah, at the end of the day, net worth is just a number and your life should not be dictated by your net worth. So yeah, really don't be discouraged if you're not where you want to be quite yet. My channel is all about providing you the tools to get there, and if you work hard at it, I truly believe that you will be able to accomplish what you set out to do. If you guys have not yet already, definitely make sure you guys are investing in stocks and crypto because these are some of my favorite tools to grow my net worth. I will drop a few links below if you do want to get some free stocks or crypto. Anyways, I hope this video helped you guys out, and if you did enjoy it, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe for more content just like this. I make a ton of content about personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship. Thanks so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.